Hey, today on the channel we are going to reopen from the Super 7 Ultimates G.I. Joe Duke. Alright, welcome back to the channel. I got Super 7 G.I. Joe Ultimate Duke a month ago from Big Bad Toy Store. So I've already opened it, I've posed it, played with it. So today, I did not document all that, so today I'm going to do it on camera. It'll give people a chance to see how you can get these back in a package. So those mint on card collectors, you can open these, you can get them back in the box, put them back the way they was. It's not like the card back or in the plastic bubble, pull it off. You're pretty much left with a card back and then a plastic bubble. Can't get that back together. So once those are open, you can save your card back. But really, once you open those, it's over. And that was how the original G.I. Joes were. So with these Super 7 Ultimates, they can be repackaged. So that's what we're going to look at today. I've put them back in the box. They come in a cardboard box, and this is how they came to me in the mail. But yeah, so let's get this open and get to looking at it. So Duke, in the Sunbow cartoon, we all remember when we was kids. Of course, Duke made his appearance in episode 1. So now, with these comes a bag. Like I said, I've taken these all apart. This bag was sealed up. I cut that off, set that to the side. And then you have this box, which I love this box. It's got the dog tag down here with the name on it. Get my glasses down. Duke, First Sergeant. Okay, top it just says Ultimates. The back, G.I. Joe. Here we got G.I. Joe W1, which means Wave 1. And then Duke 01, so he's number 1 in the series. I'm going to try to get all these. Super 7 has an awesome sale right now going on Big Bad Toy Store. You can get these for $25 to $30 right now. Originally, when these came out, they're $55 a piece, okay? I played the long game. I wasn't going to pay that much for an action figure that I love it. It's based on the cartoon. That's how I got my G.I. Joe experience started when I was a kid, was through the cartoon. I didn't read the comics. Never owned a comic of G.I. Joe, but the cartoon, the Sunbow cartoon, that's where I got my start in G.I. Joe, and that's what these Super 7 Ultimates are based on, is the Sunbow cartoon. So when you open these, there's so much nostalgia in them. It's crazy. They look just like the cartoon. So without further ado, let's get him open. So this slides up, and there you have Duke. Set that to the side. And now we have, again, Ultimates. It's pretty much the same thing. On the back, you have a little bit of words there. It's very, very small. With my glasses, I can't even hardly read it. I'll try to get a still shot of that so you guys can read that if you want. But it's a really neat back. So up here you see all that. It's super small. All right. So now, where did we open this from? We got it from the from the top. Again, I repackage all my stuff, so I want to be really careful on my boxes. I put it back. Lucas will get these one day. He'll get all my G.I. Joe collection. Here he is now out of the box, and he's just in his cardboard here. So pretty cool. They got the big sunburst behind him. I love that. So now we can pull that out, and there's your sunburst. You can do some posing in front of that. And now here he is. So again, I had all this out, snaps right back in. It's pretty awesome. I love the packaging of these, and it's great. All right, so accessories. You get Duke's helmet. Great to have Duke's helmet. We didn't see him with that on much in a cartoon. He usually went without. We have binoculars. We have his guns, backpack. He comes with 2 hands on the figure, and you get 6 more hands. Look at that, 6 more hands. So you can get his holding his binocular hands. You can get his come this way hands. You get a pointing hand. You get his trigger fingers, and then here you have the fisted hands, because we know Duke likes to punch. And also, looky there, 2 heads. 2 heads. So he's got his Yo Joe head on. Here's his other head. This is the one where he's going to be commanding people. He's talking on his earpiece there. And here's his just serious head. Duke is serious on that one. And then the Yo Joe head right here. This is very hard to get out of here, but it will come out, and you can keep that. So here he is. There you go. That's the cavity without him, so it just fits right back in there. Snaps in, so you can repackage these. Here's Duke with his Dukes Up. Okay. I'll try to get a side-by-side of the Sunbow, and we can compare the two. But to me, I mean, that looks just like Duke. I'm loving it. Looks really, really good, just like the cartoon. He's got a lot of articulation. It's not tight, but you want to be careful how you bend these. I mean, if you look at them and you really pay attention, you can see how they can bend and how they can't bend, but he's got pretty good flexibility. These are single jointed, so his knees are single jointed. You're not going to get a ton of movement out of these like the G.I. Joe Classified. They're double jointed in their elbows, or double jointed in their knees. These single jointed, but they do have the upper arm swivel here on both sides. They don't have an upper leg swivel. They do, which the Classified do. These do have a calf swivel. And his toes, here we go. Can we do the pirouette? Can we do it? Do. Yes, you can. All right, so here's Duke. Let's get Duke's gun out. Now his fists in this package, I did have to put the tape back over to hold his hands in, because those hands will fall out. And I do not remember what hands came with Duke out of the box. I'm pretty sure it was the trigger fingers. It wasn't the fists. wasn't the fist. Pretty sure it was a trigger finger, but so we'll get a trigger finger on one hand, and then the other hand. Pops right out of there. Now here's your hands. Of course, they're going to pop off because there's Duke without his hand, and they just pop. You can see it's got that little nub on the end that just pops back in. There we go. His hand is in now. Now Duke has a trigger finger, a fist. We don't want the fist. Put this hand in. So now we have a weapon holding hand and a trigger finger. So we'll get the gun in Duke's hand. A kid is not going to be able to put this together, so bear with me. There you go. You got Duke holding his gun. Get that barrel up. Get that barrel up, Duke. Twist that hand. Get that baby just right. It would be nice if we could get the butt of that gun into the shoulder, but I don't think that's going to happen. So here's what we got. He's looking down. Here you go. Not bad. He does have peg holes, so you can get a stand. Don't have a stand on me right now, but he's got pretty big feet, so yeah, there he is standing. But that's Duke. It's nostalgic as all get out. I love it. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Dropped his helmet. Let's see. Can I get Duke's helmet on? There we go. It's on. So that's not how I remember Duke, though. He had his helmet on sometimes, but that's not how I remember him. Let's pop his head off. Head's off. We'll get his serious face on. There's his serious face. That's Duke. There you go. Yo, Joe. I will say that this ab movement right here is fairly loose on mine. I mean, it'll hold position, but it does seem a little loose. But definitely worth $20. I think $25. I'd probably pay $30 for it. There's no way I'm going to give $50 for it. It is very nostalgic, but it doesn't have the posability that the G.I. Joe Classifieds does. And I believe the Classifieds are going to get you a cartoon version, a Sunbow version. Right now, if you get Duke on the G.I. Joe Classified by Hasbro, he's not in this get-up. It's kind of a newer vision of Duke, I guess is what you would say. But this one, it takes you all the way back to the early 1980s. And makes you feel good, makes you feel young. So I'll try to get some side-by-side comparisons of the toy and the action and the cartoon. But thanks for watching. Until next time. Oh.